All right, so now you're asked just to find what's called the differential of dy, which basically is just derivative, but then you take it and you write it with a different notation. So if we find our derivative, so I'm going to refer to this as dy dx. Of course, 2 is just a constant multiple, so this would just be 2 times the derivative of sine, and the derivative of sine is cosine. So like this would be your derivative notation. So if they're wanting you to find the differential dy, that means you need this equation just to be written as dy equals, okay? Now, this, of course, goes back to what we were using a while ago. Again, I'll go back to this right here. So this is your differential form. It's to do your derivative times your dx. So in this case, we know our derivative is 2 cosine x dx. So this is just your derivative equation. This is your differential equation. So when they say find the differential dy, that's all they're wanting right there. Okay, so don't make this into anything that's difficult, because it's not. Okay, next. Now, finding your derivative here, this is going to require that you do your product rule, because you have x times cosine x. So first function, derivative of second function, plus second function, derivative of first function. So I could just rewrite this first term as negative x sine x. And of course, cosine times 1 is just cosine. So this is your derivative equation, which means your differential equation would be your derivative times dx. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to run through and just kind of remind you on some derivatives here. Now, on this one, before I started my derivative, I would rewrite this as x to the negative 1. Okay, so dy dx, so just using my power rule, so my negative 1 times x to 1 less power, so this would be rewritten as negative 1 over x squared. So my differential equation of dy would be that. Okay, number 4. Now, big thing here you need to remember is chain rule, and that's because you've got the 3x here. So the derivative of sine is going to be cosine. So that's going to be cosine 3x, but then you apply the chain rule and take the derivative of the inside. So the derivative of 3x is 3. So you would just typically write this way, which means your differential equation would just be this. Okay, one more. All right, so taking your derivative here, you're going to start off with your power rule, because you got to the 1/2 power, so you'll have 1/2 times your function to 1 less power, but then you have to apply the chain rule and take the derivative of the inside. So the derivative of the x squared plus 1 is going to, of course, be 2x. All right, so first of all, those 2's are going to cancel each other out, so just go ahead and get those out of the way. So then we'll leave an x on the top, and of course you need to bring this to the bottom, so you'll have a positive exponent. Okay, so that means dy, your differential equation, would be this.